What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wes Grant, and you're watching Suburban Nerd, this channel where I give my nerd views on today's nerd news. Well, I also give reviews on movies, and today's movie I'm giving a review on, as you can see from the title, is Mortal Engines. And I'm gonna give you guys, like I normally do with my movies, I'm gonna just give you a quick synopsis. I feel this is a steampunk pile of garbage, or steampunk pile of shit. Either way you look at it, it ain't good. And I'm gonna start off to tell you, story-wise, alright. If you guys thought this movie was directed by Peter Jackson, you know, the director of The Hobbit and, you know, Lord of the Rings, it ain't. This is produced by him. So it's not directed by him. So that already false kind of thing, but hey, you would think that, hey, Peter Jackson, still part, maybe it's really good. Wrong. I tell you this right now. Visually, it's astounding. The environments, like, Peter Jackson knows how to make a world. He definitely knows how to make a world. You look at these things, you wish you could delve more into it, like the beginning scenes with the chase of the London coming and going after this small little dinky rinky dink village or town. It's awesome. You see it running, but then after that, story, plot, everything's like, what the hell, like, even in the beginning when this thing's chasing, I'm like, first of all, it's running towards the landing thing, and then it turns right in front of him, and then starts shooting the other way. And I'm like, logic would tell you, just fucking turn. Just turn around. Why shoot? Why go straight for London, then turn around last minute to make it more action-packed? You know, I don't see the logic of that. Anybody with common sense would know not to do, but hey, this is what they have them do for the movie. And then that's when you see them get chopped, pulled in, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Don't matter if I'm spoiling to you whatsoever. The main characters, I don't even remember the goddamn names. Why? Because it's not important. The girl with the mask, not important really. Important to the movie, but they don't delve into them. You don't really care. They really try to make you feel for them and understand them. But the main other protagonist, the guy, the one that works at the museum who wants to be an aviator, I don't like him. I didn't like him. Even that, you know, he's trying to be good or whatever, very obnoxious. He's not going to survive. In fact, he was getting them into more shit than they needed to be in because he was so goddamn naive. Like, okay, she says, like, basically you're out in the middle of nowhere. You think everybody out there, like, I guess because he's been living in London so much, he's been naive to people being scavengers. Like, they were shooting harpoons at this dude. He just wasn't getting it. Then she climbs up a wall and then, like, helps him up. And then this dude's just standing there looking. They're shooting harpoons to kill you. Don't stop and stare. Run. Follow her. But, you know, that's another thing, a big problem I saw with this movie. It seemed things just happened to go progress it from A to B. Not that it made sense that this had to happen in order for this to happen, in order for this to happen, in order for this to happen. The best parts of the movie is a goddamn zombie cyborg. And Anna Fang, that's the name of the character, the Asian lady. I liked her. She was badass. But then they even messed her up at the end. Because in the movie, you see her, she's wheeling around guns, shooting people, bam, 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 taking out dudes left and right, blade on the back of her foot, boom, kick, stab some guy in the head that's like had like a chainsaw gun or whatever, taking him out easy. But yet when it comes to the main bad guy at the end, Hugo Weaving, you having trouble? Well, I don't understand. You are taking out armies of dudes, and this guy who's literally just an archaeologist, scientist, guy, like historian, with a knife, somehow he's giving you trouble? That makes no sense. And the reason he's doing his stuff, I don't know. He's just, it's like he's bad for the sake of being bad. He wants to get this ancient technology so he can take London, go after this wall, this like the Asian wall or whatever, and take that down. Why? I don't know, because he wants to take their resources. Why don't you just go there and work with them? They're peaceful people. They're willing to work with you, but for some reason this guy's just mindset on destroying everything. The story between the main character, the female, and the cyborg. And by the way, you know who's voicing the cyborg? Frickin' Stephen Lang. Stephen Lang. Goddamn Avatar guy, or the one that everyone wanted to be Cable. He's voicing this dude. The best character that you wish you would have delved more into, because after you realize why he was going after her, it wasn't because he hated her. He's because he cared about her. And she made a promise that she was gonna, pretty much kill herself and become a robot. Sorry, I'm spoiling everything, but if you're watching this review, you know what? Don't even bother with the movie, because it's not worth it, bro. Unless you have, I watch it because I have A-list. That's the only reason I watched it. If you're spending money on it, don't do it. Don't do it, bro. Just don't do it. and yeah, just everything. The characters you don't like. You like the environments. The environments look amazing. But then, like, at the end, it's like, at the end, it comes to a point where they throw this little twist in that you kind of might have figured it out, but in the end, it really doesn't matter. It's just pretty much to throw her off guard, but it's like nothing else happens with it, So it's like, man, I was trying to dig deep. I really was. I was looking forward to this movie. Immortal Engines, Peter Jackson, not directing, but, he's part of it. He's got the Hobbits, he's got the Lord of the Rings under his belt, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, this thing looks like it's going to be, like, creativity. And now like I said, the world is massive creativity. Once you go to the other side of the wall, the village is built on the side of the dam. Yo, I wanted to see so much more of that. So much more of that. But they just didn't give it to you. Like, the cyborg somehow, and the cyborg, sure, he can jump fast, but for the most part, he's moving like a slow zombie. And from the time he gets let out, and the let out part, if you guys, why did they take down that whole thing just to shoot off his cage? You could have just shut off his cage. Why'd you have to, like, how many people died in that thing for you to just open up a goddamn box? Like I said, this movie, there's so many things that just don't make sense. Like, why is he doing this? Why is that person doing that? Why is this guy so stupid? Why are they going there? It just didn't make sense. This movie, if I had to give it any grade, I'm going to have to give it a D+. I only get a D+, why? Because the potential was there. The world looked amazing. The whole idea, concept of rolling things, even though logically it does not make sense, because I watched this thing called, what was it, Basic Science or whatever. They broke it down. They tried to explain how it could work, but supposedly the technology, this is in a post-apocalyptic world, so they're running off of some old stuff. So how do you have technology? How are the cities supposed to run and move to absorb the stuff of other small villages to keep running? You're wasting more energy just looking for it, because the world is huge. You'd have to literally every couple miles get a city in order for you to maintain your traveling, because if you're traveling with a city like that, your resources going to deplete before you find any city. So that already, this plot was already flawed for me. But I was like, you know what, let it go. I'll just enjoy the movie. But even that I couldn't do. So like I said, D+ is what Immortal Engines, I keep saying Immortal, what Mortal Engines gets. And I'm sorry if you were planning on watching this and I ruined it for you. I did you a favor. I really did. So thank you for watching this. If you want to still watch it, like if you have a streaming service, you can. I'm not saying do anything illegal, but hey, if you can, I ain't gonna say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Zip, zip. That's why I got my little steampunk thing. So, like I said, if you want to see the movie and you have A-list and you don't mind using one of your 3, go ahead, do it. Just to see how bad this is. But otherwise, don't bother. Don't waste your time. Enjoy the other movies. You've got Spider-Verse. That is amazing. I'd see it 1 or 2 more times with my A-list. You've got other movies coming up. So just be smart about it. So remember to put those notifications on. Like this video. Subscribe. Also, look at my other movie reviews and check out my playlist of movie reviews. And remember, I'm Wes Grant. You've been watching Suburban Nerd. And you've just been notified. Catch you guys on the next review.